And that means that the work that's being done with him is good. I can only ride on what's there. Good. Good. Yeah. Then you're going to do the shoulders around the hindquarters. A bit of impulsion, keeping left flexion, and then round. Keep walking. Walk on. Walk on. Oops. Just give them a bit of space. Yeah, you're doing hindquarters round again. That's okay.
I really struggle with this exercise.
And then now, shoulders round hindquarters. Walk on. You walk on. You just need to walk with determination a bit more. Keep flexion, keep walking. Outside rein. Yeah.
That's it.
We'll do it again. We do it like this. Hindquarters around. When you walk, try to walk just sort of in the line of, not in front of his eye, but at his head.
Yeah.
And then make sure you still got the outside rein. I think you let go of the outside rein. So you have to think it's still the inside leg towards the outside rein. So first hindquarters around. Yeah. Yeah. Hindquarters. Hindquarters. Then you start to walk towards me now. Walk. Outside rein. More space. Keep walking. Keep doing it outside rein.
No, we just... Yeah, okay, have a little go.
If you put your hand just a little bit here, you have the outside ring there, and just put the hand a bit there and see what happens. Good boy. Hold the, yeah. Start with the hindquarters around. There, and now. Put that hand over the shoulder just a little bit, and then you walk on. But you have to walk on now.
But he's just putting that foot behind him.
Yeah, what I think it is just, even if you just, you still need to walk on. If you start to hesitate, he doesn't know. So again, put the hand on his shoulder, shorten the rein. Yes, you got it. Keep going. Keep going around. Because you're hesitating, he's hesitating too. Okay, hindquarters round, good still. Shorten the outside rein just a little bit, yeah? And then do it again. Even if you just do a few strides thinking that way, come to me. Yes! Hindquarters around. Doesn't need to be more than that to start off with. Good, you feel the difference?
Yeah.
And then again, just a few strides. Doesn't need to be the whole circle. We need to just start so you feel you can move the history. Okay, hindquarters round, better.
Good boy.
And then hold. So just go back to do that first, because then for that to become the whole circle around is easier. But just because you got a bit stuck there, and the problem is when he doesn't feel like he's going to do that, do the exercise, is to still continue walking. That's what's hard. Because we start to hesitate, and once we have started to hesitate in our body, we lost really. Change to the other side. But start just doing like that first, then I think with time you will get more confidence.
Sometimes we get it, but
Yeah.
sometimes we
Well, you don't get it.
sometimes we don't.
That's everything about horsemanship.
Yeah, tell me.
It doesn't change either, the more you
The
learn.
more you learn, the more you
Yes, the more you
realise.
realise. Outside rein. Good. Yeah, just see that he doesn't overbend. Shorten the outside rein just a little bit. Yes, there you are. Good. Good. Yeah, and then round. You have to just walk. Get a hand a little bit on the shoulder there. Yes, okay, he's with you. Yeah,
Good boy.
there, you
Good
could have
boy.
continued, he would have been with you. Really good. Now again. It's that thing of not letting go of the outside rein when you first start. So what happens is when you change, you do this, and then when you do that, suddenly the contact with the
Yeah, I keep
outside rein
getting
is
the
gone.
grip stuck underneath the
Yeah.
saddle, that's helping. So as soon as I shorten the rein,
Yeah,
the
but
grip underneath the saddle,
yeah, outside rein. So make sure you put your left leg behind your right, the other way around. Left leg behind, yes, good. Moving it around. Yes, straighten in. And then shoulders round. You start to walk now. Yeah, walk on. Outside, yes! Good boy. Okay, hindquarters around. Just do a quarter of a circle, that's okay. And hold. Good. So what you're now is go to the other side of the horse, and then you're going to ask for right flexion.
Stand.
That's the weight. Put the whip on him. Yep. Good. There. And then hindquarters around. Keeping the right flexion. Maybe not that much, a bit less. There. Yeah. And then move him around you. Keeping the right flexion. So the left hind leg have a much longer way to go. Ears up. Yes. And soft. Keep going. Ears up. And soft. Yes. Good. Keep that right flexion. His ears up. Good. Yeah, ears up. Yes, good. Brilliant. Keep a bit more. Yeah. His ears up a little bit. Yeah. Impulsion. Okay. And hold. Well done. Very good. So that is very good exercise. Even if you just get a few circles, because it helps him for the collection.
Okay.
So it's a very
I've not done that one.
No, that's brilliant. Really, really good. Then you change to his left side.
Good boy.
Because then the outside hind leg has a much longer way to go.
Yeah.
So we just strengthen him a bit.
That's just looking, that's not flexion.
Good. And go this around. So him around you. Okay, stop. So now you doing around him. Yeah, now you have no problem moving the shoulders.
Just like you've done it now.
Really good. You just the other body part, but what we had problems with before, we didn't have that. That shows how psychologically it is. When we think we can't do it, it just don't work. Now, let's see if we can move the hindquarters around. Keeping that.
Where are we going? Towards the left?
So the hindquarters are going to move like this around you.
Oh,
So
okay.
you stand more still.
Oh. Cool.
Keeping that left action. Yeah. Yes. Good. Oh. Yeah. Good. Keep going. Good. Very good. Very good. Brilliant. A little bit of the outside rein, which is your right hand. Yeah. Keep going. A bit more. Because it really helps him for getting a bit rounder and making his work under rider a bit easier. Yeah. Impulsion. Impulsion. And stop. Good boy. Very good. Good boy. That's right. Brilliant. So the shoulders run hindquarters isn't any problem. We just
No, I don't think
yes,
different
it's
exercises.
different.
Fine.
How are you today, Debbie?
Not bad, thank you.
Good. Yeah. Well, that is probably not mine. So we had any holidays this?
We only had 1 week.
Only 1 week.
Yeah, no. Matt had an operation as well, so
Oh, yeah.
boy, they made me take
How has it been going? How are you okay?
I can't feel that.
No?
No, I can't feel any of that, but the skin's really tight, so if I touch my face,
Yeah.
same as my eye, if I lift my eye, it stretches, but no,
Oh,
don't need more treatment unless it comes back. So
So what was it? Just
it was like a carcinoma across keratoconus, so part cancer, part not. So came up really quick, actually, a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
So I thought they were just going to cut it off. And he said, oh, we're going to cut all the way up here, up to there, go down to the really? Like down to
If you have to ask them, can you do it there and there?
well, you could have just done it here. Just do it up there. But I need both sides doing it, so I was like, he said, yeah, I'm all bloody wonky on one side. It pulls my nose over as well. I can tell it pulled my nose over one side.
But you came back.
It came out as skin cancer, but with normal cells, well, some other cells as well. So a mix. It was borderline.
Yeah.
So,
So took it in the right
so
side.
yeah, I did it right time. Yeah.
Boy.
I bought that cell cloth marker.
Sorry?
I bought that saddlecloth from Marco. It's too big. It sticks out the front. And now I've seen Louise with it on. I'm like, oh shit, it's lovely. The colour's paid for it,
Yeah,
don't you?
it's really good. Okay, that's more fun. So, just keeping first a bit of a walk forward. Really nice. Left leg. So what's so nice now, he from the beginning takes you, which is really nice. Because before he didn't.
Not fighting.
Exactly. Yeah. Good. So you just widen your hands a little bit, fingers moving, start to feel like you're coming up through the core. Yes. A bit of an even contact from both right and left. Your thumbs up. Good. And just see if you can start to already ask him to be a little bit more rounder for you. So you have, yes, you have to then take a bit of contact and you have to hold the contact until he gets rounder. Yes, better. Good. Good, keeping your thumbs up, making sure when he starts to get long again, that you then have a little bit of a contact on the outside rein. Yes, things like that. Good. That's it. Left flexion, outside rein. Just really work on getting him nice and round. Yes. Good. That's it. Nice. Nice. Yes. So it's just about feeling now before he gets too long and too open. Before that, yes. Good. That's better. Then you do a turning circle in the corner. Good. Nice. There you are. Legs around. Fingers moving. Good. And you're going to take a long side, shoulder out, direction to the right, legs around him, make this moving. Yes. Very good. You feel? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Keep that right flexion. Nice. 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 And straight. Try to keep the collection out. Legs around him. Yes. Then again, next long side, shoulder out again. Yeah. Outside rein. And your legs softly around him. Yeah. And after the corner, you just look to the right. Right leg, shoulder up. Yes. Yes, good. Keep your right flexion, otherwise you do haunches in. We'll get there as well. So right flexion, you've got to soften the left hand. Soften the left hand just a little bit. And then, yes, right leg. There, good. Good. And straight. Take a center line at C. Leg heel to B for your right leg. The center line. And then a leg yield. Right leg, left yield. And good. Slow. Soften your right hand. Half of outside rein, the hindquarters, hindquarters. Good. Don't worry. We take next long side, so go large. Next long side, shoulder out. So it's a bit hard with the leg yield because the horse knows where he's going. So sometimes they lose the hindquarters. But we're going to do it again. When he comes up, do it again. Be there. Help him. Yes. So he's going in a more collected position. Yeah. Good. Keeping that flexion, hindquarters, nice. 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 Yes. Very good. 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 Brilliant. Brilliant. Really nice. And straighten. Very good. nice long side again. Shoulder out. Yeah, easy position, yes. Yeah. Leg around, yes. Very nice. And then shoulder out. Yes, good, good. Yeah, yeah, very good. Nice quiet hands, legs, yeah. Keep that little flexion. And then you straighten. And you're going to take a center line at A, leg yield to B. When you arrive at B, you're going to come into haunches in. So center line, first straight, then leg yield, right rein, so straighter, needs to be straight, outside rein, yes, good. And left leg, keep left flexion, yes. Outside rein. And then haunches it, so hindquarter stays inside the track, yes, beautiful. Beautiful, yes, very nice. Good, and straight, brilliant. Take a center line at C, then again a leg yield to B. Make sure, try to see that it doesn't overbend in his neck, so the haunches are coming with it. So that's the outside rein, and outside leg as well. Yes, good. Good. Yeah. Hindquarters, yes, so much better. Very good, so much better. Now, haunches in. Right leg at the girth, left leg behind. Yes, hindquarters. Good. Keep the walk. Yeah. Good. And straight. Center line at A, half pass to B. Center line, yeah. And half pass to B. Yes. Brilliant. Good. Right, all the way. Ears up a little bit. Bring your hand up a bit. To his ears. Get those up. Good. Outside. Yes. Nice. Yes. Very good. Brilliant. Center line, let's see. Half pass left. Lateral work is so much better. You feel it?
Yeah.
The collection is brilliant. It really
So
allows.
we're going to B again.
Center line is C, yeah, half pass to B. So you're going to look towards the left and go lateral to the left. Shoulders first. Yeah. Good. Good. Hindquarters, left flexion. Nice and soft. Good. Ears up, hands up a bit, ears and soft. Left flexion, it's okay. All the way to the end. All the way to the end. Yes. Good. It's always hard because the horses sort of, when you start to get a meter before the wall, it's easy that they already think they're finished. You have to sort of almost think that you're going to do it, you know, through the wall. Then go large, just collect now, so make sure that what you've done in the lateral work, that you keep it after in the normal. So you don't see it like, so he doesn't see it as that's work and the other is just transportation from A to B. They still work. Every single stride has to be in the correct position. Yeah. Yeah, keep. So even if there's no exercise, good. It still works better. And that is also just by ourselves not think, you know, ride all the time.
Yeah.
And hold. And rein back. Bring his ears up a little bit. Yes. Good. And again, the rein back is so much better. Fingers moving a little bit when he gets a bit open. And slow. Yes. And hold. Close your knees. And walk forward. And hold. Legs around. And walk. Touch a little bit with the whip now. And hold. Right front leg. Top. Forward. It's okay. Shoulders back. It's okay. And hold. And forward. Go to A instead. Go to A. Outside rein. Outside rein. Good. And then hold. and walk. Yeah. And then a transition to trot. Keep this position now, nothing changed because it's trot. You still want to have the collection. Yes, good. Selecting a bit more, shoulders back, yes. Good. Go large, just let the trot do the work. Keep them connected though. Just active riding all the time. Good. Yeah, just let him blow out a bit. Yes. Good. Outside rein, outside leg, position. There. Nice. Outside. Good. Slow it down a bit. Yes. Really good though. Yeah. Nice. Open your seat. Yes. Good. Take it like not to change the rein. You'll change the rein in any way you want. Just make sure when it opens up a bit that you are there to say, no, here's where we have to be. It doesn't get too open. There. And it's so nice, and that's what I felt like yesterday, you know. Again, he takes you forward the first immediately. It's not that he's grumpy, and then he goes forward. He's happily working for you from stride one. And that is what was perfect, because it was before. Yes, nice. Good, soft on the left rein. And really just concentrate on being there all the time, so you don't get 5 strides really good and then you lost it. And that is just consistency by being active and feel before the horse loses the position. Which is hard, it's not easy. But it's only feel. Outside rein, leg, yes, better. Then we do a transition to walk. Keep now the collection. Soft on the left hand, transition to trot. Yes, good. Transition to walk is getting long. Transition to trot. Yes. Good. Legs around. Brilliant. Shorten the rein a bit and your hand a bit more towards his ears instead. Not too much, just a little bit. When he gets open, just the fingers moving a bit. Yes. Good. There you go. And walk. Good. And trot. Change the rein. And again, we're just going to work on keeping the consistency. Because every time we lost it, it's the wrong muscles that are working. So it's all about keeping this all the time, so we after can build on this as a base. But we just need it to not be fragile, if you understand what I mean. It needs to be there. This way of working all the time. Outside rein. Make sure you feel before you start to lose it. Better, good. That's better. Because otherwise you have to start from the beginning again after 6 strides. You want the consistency in the work. Yes. Outside rein. Feel. You have to be spot on all the time. To feel before you lose it. Because once he lost it 3 strides ago behind. So the main thing is to put the energy behind before you lose the hind leg propulsion, and then after it gets long in the frame. Yes. Much better, you feel? Good. And we can't forget about it. We have to sort of be there all the time. We have to be active, constant, every stride. Sometimes being active is doing nothing, but you have to be actively doing nothing. Do you understand what I mean? You have to do nothing because you're aware that you don't need to do nothing, not just because, 10 strides is gone. Good. Keep, yes, outside the rein. See, we just need to work, but this is the base, whatever we're doing. If we're doing transitions, changing the rein, if it's thunder outside, or storm, or whatever, if it's raining inside, that is where we work.
Sorry, just a second.
It's so much better though. It works really well. Really good. Any questions so far?
No, I still feel there should be more activity in the trot.
That comes with time. Think that it's so important that you first find a base where both you and him are working in the correct way. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You can only get more activeness when you can keep up to this. If you understand what I mean? If we put more power, there is that it can be too long, but also that power comes with time. So sometimes, just by having the horse in this position, and when the horse starts to supple, you start to feel that the power is coming automatically. So I think we always our own worst critics. And I think you're giving yourself, too of a hard time really. Just really try to just work every single stride, be in the moment. We have to, because each horse, you have to just know where to be in that moment. Because then we can, after, decide that I'm going to put a bit of pressure on this. But we can't put a bit of pressure on it if we don't have first that we feel that this is working. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just really now, because now this is the most consistent I've seen YouTube working in, and it's the consistency we really need to work on. Because there's no point having a few flashy strides and then it's all gone pear-shaped for each stride afterwards. You need to work in a balance where you feel that you can keep up with it, that you feel that he is happy in it, comfortable in it, and then you will feel then gradually that you can put more power in just because he's sort of almost offering it to himself. Good, it's beautiful there, beautiful. In your own time, transition to right canter. Into left canter, not to worry, we'll do it again. So just 4, yeah. Yeah, and just again, make sure you get the perfect position first. Take your time, we're not in a stress. We're not going to ride the Olympics. You always got the time. And that is okay to get it wrong. Yes, better. Look up. Yes. Good. And really in the canter as well. Keep him connected so he's not little by little start to get long. With that again, being active in every stride. Nice changes you're doing.
No, I didn't ask for
No,
them.
well, he offered you one. Do it again. Just make sure you keep that left leg behind. Look at those ears. Yes. He's got it. He probably tells you, just hold on up there, I'll sort it out. Good, keep it connected. You'll see the power that you were asking for is coming now. Sit, stop. Again. So what happens is he gets a bit unbalanced. To try to just not put him, because that's also another thing. Horses sometimes have a lot of power in them, but for some different reasons, they can't use all that power. So young horses, because they're maybe too unbalanced, older horses, because they have, maybe a bit of
Can you actually see me changing position?
he's losing, he gets too long. So he starts to get longer and longer and longer, and then when you turn, he has to rebalance himself
Right.
as he's off balance. And it's because he has so much power, so you need to keep that power in the core and collect it.
Right.
Because if that power, and it's a good thing, he wants to go, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
His ears are playing, he's big canter, it's just him that wants to go. So you just really need to get your core strength, sit there, and just tell him, it's good you got the power, but wait a bit, wait a bit, wait a bit. It never is tried.
So we half halting basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look at him, it's fun. Again, he's counter canter. Left leg behind. Right flexion. Yes. Half holding. Again. There. It's just a happy horse. Half hold. Look at where he is. Okay, good. You got a bit of character on him today. Change to the left side. We'll do the left side first, then we'll go back to the right. Boy. You can just see it in his yeah, you can just see him in his eyes. It's like, yay, that's good place. Yes, he has. He needs to go for a good hack and a good canter blast. He's all ready for it. Left canter. Yes, right, good. Good. Sit now. Got all that power. Outside frame. Yes. Leg. Again. Yes, outside frame. Leg around now. Leg. 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 Good. And drop. So that is the side where he thinks that just 5 tries is enough and then he needs another coin. Good. So that was so much better. And that is just using active with your left leg. Change the rein. Try the right again. He just wants to do it a little more interesting today.
Boy.
Yeah, so bit of right flexion, and then right canter. Look up. Don't collapse too much in your core. Just do it again. Okay. Then walk.
That was a very good. I just didn't stop them.
Yeah. You just counter again. It's not doing anything, you know, he just left, he takes left canter instead. Collect again. Yeah, right leg, don't think too much about it. And canter. Good. Good. And drop. Better. Good. And drop. Next week you need to find him a canter track to go for a bus. Okay, just easy. Go.
Yeah.
He's full of it, which is lovely. Good. Keep that chop. Ears up. Nice. Straighten. Soften the right rein. Yes. Good. Good. Beautiful. You feel? Keep that. And next time, take the center line at C and a leg yield to B. Beautiful trot. Very good. Nice. Nice. Center line. Leg. Then leg yield to B. Stop. Stop to the right. Go large. Take a diagonal from K to M. Don't lose him. Yeah, keep him connected. And straight to M. Yeah. Stop with the left rein, go large with the bigger arena. Beautiful. Lift his ears up a little bit. Yes. Good. Stop in the left hand. Yes. And take a center line at A, and then a leg yield to B. Good. Just make sure you have him straight. And a leg heel straighten. Left leg straight. Left leg straighten. Good. Bend to knee to circle. Straighten him a little bit. Legs around. Outside range. Straighten him a bit. Left inside hand. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Go large. Arms put just a little bit outside flexion. Just a little bit to your right. Fingers moving, legs down. Good. Yes, there. Keep that right flexion. Fingers moving. Nice and soft. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Then you straighten. Well done. Good. And outside flexion again. Legs around. Yes. Good. Brilliant. And straighten. Then outside flexion. Fingers moving. Then straighten. Good. Stop to the left. And slow, yes. Then you take a diagonal to change the rein. Turn with the outside rein and outside leg. Turn with the outside, yes. Good. Good. Then you ask for a bit of left flexion. Make sure it doesn't get too open. Shoulders back. Good. Legs on. Yeah. Then you straighten. Good. And again, a bit of left flexion. Yeah. Good. Then you straighten. And legs are good. Brilliant. And more. And all right. Good. Any questions?
What? I understand on the right, on the left rein, why we're doing the outside flexion. Why do we need to do it on the? I know we're supposed to do everything on both reins, but I presume he's trying to put flexion on the left rein.
Yeah, well the reason is just because he does, on both reins a bit,
Yeah.
easily overbends in the neck.
Right.
And he does that for both reins. So when you do like a leg yield,
Yeah.
he very easily do like this, and then he just goes.
So it's not really, it's not a proper leg yield.
No, so what we're doing is just helping you more than him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Getting that thing, that feel of control of the outside shoulder. So when you ask for left flexion, that shoulder is coming in. When you straighten, you want him to straighten, keep that flexion in, rather than doing this.
So I'm not using enough of one of my outside reins.
It's just keeping the outside rein and outside leg a bit more in control, in order really. And you can see that when you turn as well, that when you turn, it sort of happens 3, 4, 5 strides afterwards, or like this turn. And that is the same, it needs to come from your outside leg, outside hip, and rein when you turn, so you don't lose the opposite shoulder. But it was really good. Even he's really beautiful in his body, and it's so nice to see the canter how he just wants to go. So he's feeling great at the moment. You know, he really feels great riding him, but also he feels great in his own body, and you can see that on him.
Yeah.
So it's really, really good. So just continue with what you've been doing, and then just really work on then, you know, getting the consistency, because when you get the consistency, then you can start to add the lateral work in trot as well. And you can still do it already, but sometimes maybe you just need to decide what your focus is going to be. And it's just about feeling before you're losing it. Because once you lost it, once it's like this bit open, he lost it 3 strides ago. And that is to get that feel of it. Exactly. And because he doesn't need to lose it anymore. There's no reason for it. So it's just getting a bit more active with your leg and a bit more believing in what you're feeling. I think you probably feel, but you're not acting on it just because you feel maybe a bit insecure. So it's just about making sure you have to be active in every stride. That doesn't mean to actively be, you can be inactive, active, inactive. You're waiting because you're aware that you're waiting. But if you do nothing, if you do nothing, you need to know that you are doing nothing and why you're doing it. Very good. You worked really, really well.
Like I said, with the counter, he will be happy to go for a good outside.
What did you?
Sometimes he can get a bit too boom outside.
He does.
Oh, yes, splendid.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Well, we've had a few rodeo moments.
Yes.
One of them was when I was out with Nora.
Oh, I was really off then.
That was spectacular.
It was. He's very good at standing on his front legs when you want to, I think.
That's what makes him so